Good afternoon, good evening, again, good morning, depending on where you are. It's kind of chilly out here. I'm being facetious, but the reason that I'm gonna try to make this quick is because it is kind of hot out here and everything. But I wanted to go ahead and I was challenged by one of my business mentors to do a 30-day stint here on YouTube, try to, establish like a pool of content so that way, whenever it is that, as I'm growing and progressing, I'm going to be able to document that, that progress. But the point that I wanted to make to y'all today is as far as like being a social media influencer. One of the things that I see a lot, um, or one of the things that I see trending a lot right now, is people talking about, well, I want to give you value, I want to give you value, I want to give you value, and whatnot. They just keep trying to rifle that down your throat, trying to get you to understand that they're like, they say that they're not really selling you on something, but then they end up hitting you with a link. You know what I mean? And as far as being transparent, as far as branding yourself and leveraging social media in order to uh, create an audience and more or less pull from those people, so that way you can establish relationships with potential clients and business partners and collaborators, what have you. But when it comes to and I again, I'm a work in progress. This by no means is proof that I'm like some sort of like social media guru or anything, but part of this is rehearsing and being able to speak without having to worry about stuttering and having a lot of filler language. So again, I am open for criticism as long as it's constructive. If you got something to point out as far as the way that I speak, then by all means let me know. But when I'm talking about as far as being able to be authentic and transparent, it isn't necessary for you to like put all of your personal drama and business out there in order to get attention. I think it's a lot more effective if you're creating a story and documenting whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that your passion is. I like to help people. I don't necessarily, I'm not making millions and millions of dollars in order to do that, but it's something that it's part of my process, learning the having the self control and the ability to not allow things to phase you when circumstances or certain situations kind of seem like overwhelming or whatnot. So like I said, it isn't a matter of trying to make people like sympathize with you. It isn't necessary for people to throw all of their personal dysfunction in order to create relationships with people or whatnot. Because a lot of times, what I've found is that most people are entrenched in their thinking. They're not necessarily open to learning how to change that behavior or modify their routine. What they're more concerned about doing is validating their their needs and wants. But like I said, I didn't intend to stretch this out. This is just more or less an opportunity for me to open myself up. If you guys have any questions, if you guys would like to just leave a comment, let me know where you're coming from. Um, I'm not at a point where I'm interested in trying to get you guys to share my content. I'm just more or less right now just experimenting and trying to figure out a better way for me to interact and engage with my audience. So if you guys, like I said, if I'm open to any constructive criticism. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and productive day. Talk to you soon.